What up, YouTube? Xavier, Professor X, back with another novel review, and this one's to that Julie Clark, The Lies I Tell, and I'm giving this book the red light, y'all. And the reason being is Julie Clark simply cannot exist into crafting great projects. And the reason being is when you break her writing style down as an individual writer. Like, look at Julie Clark. She overtly weaves and overlaps her content from scene to scene, from chapter to chapter, and from character's perspective to character's perspective. Like, to put it in perspective, the whole issue that I have with her from the last flight to this project is you're not getting a quality surface level at all, as she's trying to be so uber complex. It's as if she's forgetting the whole purpose of writing great quality thrillers. Because look at it like the NHL draft that just came several years ago. Like, all the draft quote unquote gurus and such were so high on a guy like Austin Matthews. Now, the reason for that is because he has the ability to pass the puck completely throughout the neutral zone. He has the work and body frame of a professional athlete and all that. But yet, the purpose of drafting an NHL player talent is to put someone or a player in a position that they can win. And Austin Matthews in college didn't win. And he suffered with his accuracy, turnover ratio, and all that stuff, dude. And that's exactly what I see with this project by Julie Clark. Like, this author, Julie Clark, she's trying to create the most dynamic thrillers that will last for 10, 20, 30 years because it's so far ahead of its time that she forgets the whole purpose of creating quality thrillers and writing great books, so therefore the hype doesn't last but a few weeks. See, there's a difference between experimental trash literature and experimental great literature. Like, you would think that, okay, time is going to tell with her efforts, but when you revisit books that and thrillers that I've read in my past reading journey, like Paranoia by Joseph Fender, which was different from the time that came out, y'all. And I would say that that book is a better alternative to this, The Lies I Tell. That was instantaneously hot on the surface level. Surface level being the flow, pacing, delivery, hooks, and character development. If all of that is hot, then you can delve deep from there to understand the whole themes of the thriller or book, and you can delve deeper from there from the concept. But yet this The Lies I Tell project leaves a whole bunch of experimental fillers that Julie Clark is attempting to become cohesive at some point, but yet they're not good at all. But let's break down this project, as I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because this whole project was almost borderline garbage. Like, starting from page 5, where she says, where she has Meg say that I spend hundreds of hours on observation and research, profiling the different people in your life, finding the one I can befriend, the one who will lead me to you. When I'm done, I know everything I possibly can about you and most of the people around you. By the time you're saying nice to meet you, I've already known you for months. Does this worry you? It should. See, that was a very dope line by Julie Clark. Like, that line had me excited and I was hoping this thriller would be her next stepping stone. But unfortunately, from there, this went on a constant decline, like a fat kid with his rolling down the hill with his weights in his pocket or whatever. Like, it was really that bad. But another line that I had an issue with is where on page 244, after she slammed her brakes in front of Scott, who was stalking her, she says on page 244 of the hardcover version, "It looks like Cat finally kicked you out," I say, my words floating just under the sound of traffic behind us. What's that saying? The bell tolls for you, mother effer. I give him a sweet smile, or something like that. Now, I understand where Julie Clark was trying to go with this thriller, but there were a whole bunch of alternative ways and methods that she could have used and attacked to make that line more cohesive. Like, she could have used the whole concept of the 12 rounds theme from with John Cena and Aidan Gilliam, where she could have referenced the ending of 12 rounds and said Scott to Scott, "Knock out Scott, and you're not going to get saved by the bell." Do you see where I'm going with this? Do you see how that alternative line was a lot more cohesive and smoother than what Julie Clark mentioned on page 244? Like, that was my major issue. What I'm saying here is that this is a negative review of The Lies I Tell. If that offends you, Julie Clark fans, my advice to all of you is to go somewhere else. Because it is important to me to explain to my audience why a novel is good, why it's okay, or why it's bad. And in this case, it is bad. Like, to put it in perspective, first off, let me say that from The Last Flight to this project, this has no solid character development, and not the character development in The Lies I Tell has not really changed. So that's an issue. Aside from that, I've only heard positive things of this novel, and I was hoping, I tried my best with an open mind to read with an open mind, and when I finished the book, I thought when I finished the book I would have had a more open-minded perspective, but I didn't. And it's this book is the epitome of mediocre and mundane. Like, to put it in perspective, this novel is everything that's wrong with The Last Flight is wrong with this project, but yet in a more modernized package. Yeah, so if you want to, yeah, you're more than welcome to cover the, you're more than welcome to cover the excerpts that I mentioned. So, to give a brief recap, the positives are that Julie Clark has some periodic slick flows here and there, but yet the negatives to take away from this project is that the novel pretty much sets you up for, the beginning of this novel sets you up for nothing. So that's all that I have for The Lies I Tell. Let me down, have any of you read The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark? If so, did you like it, love it, hate it? Let me know down in the comment section below. As always, I'm Xavier, Professor X Books and Movies. Be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for future videos and content. I'm Xavier, Professor X, wishing all of you to be safe, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next book review. Next book review will be on Scott Turow's sequel to Presumed Innocent, titled Innocent, and follow that will be the trilogy of the Rusty Savage series, titled Presumed Guilty. Thanks for all of you watching out there. Hope all of you are safe and great, and I'll see you in the next book review. Have a great day.